Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel, honey, and welcome back to yet another quick chat. Girl, we got to get back, okay? We got to do another update because Cardi B and Akbar continue to go at it this afternoon, all right? If you have not already checked out the first part of the video, go ahead and check that out, girl, and then you can come back to this however you want to do it. But anyway, Cardi B and Akbar really got into it over there on the Twitter. It seems as though Miss Akbar was doing a lot of subliminal tweets, which I do believe that she was ever since, she dropped this Queen mix with Miss Nicki Minaj, or shall I say Nicki Minaj dropped the Queen mix and Akbar was one of the ladies that was included, okay? So after that, Akbar decided that she was going to, try and get additional clout off of the ladies by just saying some fly stuff over there on the gram, all right, and on the Twitter. So that's what she did, all right? So Cardi, I got a little tired of getting all these subliminals and stuff, okay? So, and then here's the thing. Let's make very clear, because I said this in the previous video. Akbar has stated that whoever is the op of Nicki Minaj is the op of hers. And I feel like it's really sad that you're taking on somebody else's beef. As you're taking on this person's beef and they no longer need you, I hate it for you. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, all right. Now, Offset ended up jumping into this argument back and forth, this social argument that the ladies were having. But I want to pick up where we left off, girl. So let me go ahead and pull that up because I want us to pick up where we left off with Cardi B pretty much going in Miss Akbar SHI. Now, if you ask me, Cardi B been going in on Akbar's it's all day. Okay, she's been going in on her all day, talking about her, her parenting. Akbar tried to make it seem as though she was coming for her kids, and I'm like, that lady ain't saying nothing about your kids, girl. Like, stop that, stop that, stop that. We see what you're doing, girl. She's talking about you as a parent. Okay, and so Akbar called her out about not writing her raps or whatever, and then Cardi B came back at her about a fight that she ended up losing. Came back at her about her whack head that she gave somebody. Even dropped a video, so much so that Akbar tried to say that she had anxiety, even though she just continued to come at Cardi. She the one with the anxiety. She got anxiety, didn't like the fact that Cardi B, brought up the whole video clip or whatever the case was. But then somebody else dug deep and found out that, she used this same image of her, giving some hair. I was getting some hair, getting some. But anyway, girl, she used this particular a snapshot of that escapade or whatever she had going on, honey, as her album cover. But she tried to guilt Cardi into feeling a way about putting that on social media because it could affect her children and how they're going to see it. Like, girl, calm down. Like, don't put that on Cardi, girl. Put that on yourself. You shouldn't have been doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? You should have made sure it was going to be locked up tight and safe anyway, so your kids could never get access to it. But it's just how you is, girl. You're going to do that anyway because it's just how you is. But anyway, girl, let me go ahead and pull this up because, like I said, the ladies have been going at it. They continue to go at it. And also, Offset hopped into the mix. Now, we're also going to, not only are we going to talk about Cardi B and, Miss Akbar, whatever, we are going to get into Nicki Minaj. Her little 2 cents she tried to add into the mix on top of how she's been going in Kyle's do you hear me? And that's Kyle, who is the owner of the Neighborhood Talk. So we're going to get into all of that. So let me go ahead and pull it up on the screen, girl, so we can get into these tweets, honey. All right, girl, let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to start here. Actually, let's go over here to Cardi B. All right, so we see where actually, good, yeah. So over here on Akbar, she says, let Offset watch them kids. Hold on, let me go ahead and exit out this. She said, let Offset watch them kids because why you and your sister get beat like that? I don't know what she's talking about, but that's what she said. Then she says, Tez, get to the floor now. She says, free smoke. Who won it? Since I'm from ATL, I'm telling y'all, little baby had Offset running. Okay, it was so funny. Then somebody said, not you on here lying too. I guess they were responding to Offset. She says, now you lying, said, whatever the case is. Okay, so this is when said at some point hopped into the conversation. Offset says, police talk. Ooh, I ain't called you. And if any NIGGA played with me, get blitzed, ask around, okay? And then that's when somebody said, not you on here lying too. Oh, wow. So I guess there was a tweet that was put up that obviously violated, girl, the Twitter rules. So, of course, Miss Akbar is continuing to go at Cardi. She says, Saucy Santana, more harder than Barty. No, more harder than Barty's hubby. He be breakdancing and moonwalking on concrete like boy sit your ass down with all that ticking. Wow. Meanwhile, the people waiting for you to tick to the studio to actually drop a credible album. But anyway, girl, let me keep going. right? So Cardi calls her out saying, BIT, you was just talking about you had anxiety, okay? The NIGGAs from your hood even called us saying you police. And that's why you on here with the internet. That's why you on the internet making SHI hot and egging my NIGGA to snitch on himself. Federal BIT. Go take that bullet out your head. Wow. 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 I feel like Akbar mentioned that she had in her head on Love and Hip Hop. I feel like she talked about that. Whoa. The gloves have been off for a minute, but it seemed like the socks then came off too. Let's go ahead and keep going. So Akbar says NIGGAs from my hood and call y'all and said SHI. They ready to take some. Oh, is that right? Then she goes on to say, I survived that BIT. I'm still standing. Okay. And yes, you are. Yes, you are. All right. Yes, you are. I will give you that, girl. We are glad that you were still alive. I'm not going to wish that on nobody. You feel what I'm saying? Then she also goes on to say, BIT, you can't even come on Bleed Land. Stop it. I don't believe that, girl. I don't believe that. I'm concerned about whether you are really about that life that you say. But anyway, girl, let me keep going. So she put a video up that I'm not going to listen to, okay? She says, like, girl, stop it at Cardi B. You didn't marry a G. You married a backup dancer for Whitney Houston. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Excuse me, excuse me. Wow. Wow. Let me dip back over to Cardi's page because this just got out of hand a little too quickly for me. Okay? So when Akbar says free smoke, who want it? Cardi B said, BIT, you was just talking about you had anxiety. The NIGGAs from your hood even called us saying you police. That's why you on the internet making SHI hot and egging my NIGGA on to snitch on himself. Federal BIT. Go take that bullet out your head. Whoa. All right. So then that's Akbar says, let Offset watch them kids because why you and your sister get beat like that? And this is when Cardi said, now you know I don't play about my sister. Go dig your mother up, BIT. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now, Cardi, you know you have to say that about that girl mama being passed away. Ooh, people is getting truly violated. Whoa, my God. Right? So then, of course, Akbar says Saucy is harder than Cardi B's husband. So then Cardi B, because girl, this right here some messy here, girl. Okay? Saucy said Tana more harder than Barty's hubby. He be breakdancing and moonwalking on concrete. Like, boy, sit your ass down with all that ticking. Whoa. So then Cardi says, your mom be breakdancing in her grave every time you abandon your kids to suck DICK on the camera. Girl, I am going to go. This is a lot. This is a whoa. Okay? This is a whole lot here. And I'm back because, girl, that was a lot. Whoa. Your mom be breakdancing in her grave every time you abandon your kids to suck DICK on camera. Whoa. Ooh, gee. Somebody need, girl, if y'all ain't never take Cardi phone before, it definitely should have been taken at that moment. Like, snatch the phone up out her. Matter of fact, y'all need to be able to change her password from another location. Lock Cardi out her phone. Lock this woman out her phone, okay? Now, let's see. This is when Akbar says, girl, I'm going to say Cootie Twa, girl. Cootie Twa, NIGGA. We know it's a fake app. You lying now, like you lying on P, okay? And this is the CEO of Quality Control. We all know this. I knew I shouldn't be trusting the NIGGA who be dancing all over the place anyway. Hashtag hush up. Now, before we get into what Cardi B said in response to that, she actually was talking about a tweet that ended up being deleted by Offset. And let me see, because I don't think I have it in my system at this time to be able to pull it up for you guys. But let me see if I took a quick screenshot of what he had to say. God dang it, I hate when I miss it. But basically, he was pretty much telling her, like, girl, ain't nobody sub you. Like, ain't nobody call you. Ain't nobody hit your line. So then Akbar, of course, posted a post of a particular number. And, of course, Offset was continuing to deny it and say, I ain't never called you from no number. Why would I do anything like that when my girl pretty much was handling your ass in the first place? Like, don't be trying to get me caught up in whatever y'all got going on, girl, or whatever, right? So there's that, okay? Now, let's go ahead and keep going. So when she said, you know, cootie twats and IGGA, we know it's a fake app. You lying now, like you lying on P of quality control. We all know this. I knew I shouldn't be trusting the NIGGA who be dancing all over the place. But he not really lying on P, because from my understanding, Offset has already fulfilled his contract or his deal or whatever with P, right? So now he's kind of going off doing his own thing, and what it's looking like is that quality control is trying to tap into what he already, the new project that he's working on. They're trying to tap in on that, when Offset is pretty much doing everything himself. So if he's doing everything himself, I feel him on that. Like, I mean, I fulfill my obligation to your contract. Why are you still trying to get additional money out of me? Which is why he's suing them at this time. Like, you've received everything. You don't even know all the facts. You just be on here talking, okay? So then Cardi B says, BIT, so why you ain't record the call, question mark? You made that whole SHI up just so you can bring my man up to try and bait him to snitch on himself, because you a cop. Ooh, why would my man call you when I'm handling SHI myself? Clout muncher. Whoa, come on, clout muncher. Whoa, that's going to be in a verse, okay? So somebody says, Akbar, why the F are you putting other people's names? Thank you. I said that the first time. Like, why you keep adding other people? You retweeting the barbs, okay? Because you need other people behind you and support, and trying to disguise it and make it seem like it's more so about Nicki, so that you could get the barbs on your side as you come at Cardi. Then you turned around and added Ra Ali, who I don't even think recognized you, respond, or said anything. You know what I'm saying? But as I stated in the previous video, she's like Cardi's biggest fan. But let's go ahead and keep it going. All right. So the person says, you start something and want to include other people in SHI, which are weird ass. I agree. Okay. So then Cardi says she name dropped about 6 people already, all cause she couldn't stand on her subtweet. Girl, if that ain't something, because that right there is a fact. She done added and included all these other people because she can't stand on her own stuff. Whoa, that's a lot. So then Cardi says, let's guess the next step. A diss track that's going to be mass bought on iTunes and going to chart on Twitter. Whoa. Then decided to include this piece that I'm not going to play, but included a piece. Y'all can go over to the Cardi page. She should still be up. And she pretty much plays a piece from Kaya dragging the dog out of Akbar, which was quite hilarious, okay? Cardi says, I should have never argued with this deadbeat. I should have just left it at this. Yes, you should have, because you sat up there and told the people that you was finna go get your kids, and it was finna be all about your kids. But you ain't really making it all about your kids, because you sitting over here arguing with this woman. You feel what I'm saying, girl? So I'm like, no, ma'am. Like, you doing a whole lot of. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and just add in over here. Let me go ahead and put another screen up real quick, like, so that we can get into some things, okay? Now, Miss Nicki Minaj decided that she was going to kind of start commenting on this. She wanted to get in on it. So when she was going at it with Akbar earlier today, Nicki Minaj says, still ugly, by the way. And that's when Cardi B tweeted saying, don't start arms, okay? I don't know, people saying arms is in connection to, you know, Nicki Minaj gaining weight or whatever, girl, all right? Now, listen, I'm going to have to be fair when fair is fair, Cardi B. Now, girl, you getting a little chunk in the face too, because you was just on live asking about some water pills. Now I'm just gonna have to be fair, girl. Both of y'all is gaining a little weight, ma'am, okay, and myself included. You feel what I'm saying? But girl, no ma'am. All right, but let's go ahead and keep going. But I mean, hey, she ain't have to call you ugly, dog. But we all knew who she was. So you still ugly, by the way. I mean, girl, I ain't in arms, okay, you know what I'm saying, girl? Do you have the water pills, girl? Help me out. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on, right? So then somebody says, them doing that to Nicki take away from her gains, so this ain't something to play with. I'm glad she finally finna seal on it, because we literally see it every day, okay? Basically them hijacking Nicki for whatever reason, but primarily what the conversation was about was YouTube restricting Nicki's video, but it didn't take them a full hour before they actually lifted the restriction and allowed her video viewable again. But Nicki was feeling away because she said that, are they going to give us our 24 hours back? And that's or at least 48 hours is what she's saying. She says for the next 48 hours. No, I'm sorry. Let me go back. She said originally, are they going to be able to give us our 24 hours back that we lost because they was restricting my video but redirecting people to a whole nother video? Like, I have a problem with that. But I'm kind of like, girl, they restrict everybody around here, girl, for the smallest things. For the smallest things. And it is typically cleared up within 24 hours sometimes, not all of the time, girl, because they give you at least, a week or so. Or like, it's a strenuous process, girl, you know what I'm saying? But I just didn't want Nicki to think that this was only happening to her. Girl, it's happening to a ton of YouTubers, okay? People with a large following have even complained and dog walked YouTube and their antics, okay? So let's go ahead and keep going. So Nicki says for the next 48 hours, screenshot. Anyway, girl, y'all do what y'all need to do to, make y'all queen happy. Then she also put, a writing pen, okay? I guess she want people to push the pen, start running out of their mouth, girl, push that pen, and then we can go from there, okay? So that's what Miss Nicki Minaj put up. Now, with something else that Miss Nicki put up is well. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, y'all saw that Akbar had just got real fly on her page and talked about how Lil Baby had, had Offset scared or whatever. Let me see if I can find that particular tweet. Where is that Lil Baby tweet at? Let me see, girl. Let me know. Let's see. Where is it? Let me see. BIT, bleeding, standing. Okay, NIGGA, saucy bar. You lying? Okay, you lying. Said, Tiz. Where is it, girl? I can't even find it. But anyway, what's this girl? Akbar made a tweet talking about Lil Baby. I guess Lil Baby checked Offset in some fashion or whatever the case was. She brought up, there it is. She says, since I'm from ATL, I'm telling y'all, Lil Baby had Offset running. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? When I think about that, I wouldn't be surprised if that's truth, because I've watched Lil Baby's documentary on Amazon, which I thought was good, but I wish it was a bit longer and a bit more detailed. It gave me some detail because I didn't know that Lil Baby was, that deep off in, you know what I'm saying, girl, the passing of drugs or whatever. I didn't know he was that deep in it, in that type of industry. I did not know that until I watched it. So he was already very well respected, running the streets, doing his thing. So he already had a whole lot of street cred. So I would think that he could have. It's possible he could have had Offset running, because of who all he knew. Whereas Offset, his mom, went to college. She's one of my sorors. Like, I don't see no Offset came from that type of environment where he like a thug. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, because when I ended up seeing who his stepdad is, his mom, and I was like, why Offset? I'll never forget that a few years ago. I said, why is Offset around here running around like he was one of them thug kids when it seemed like he wasn't really about their life? He probably could get with you, but he really wasn't down in the trenches like Lil Baby was, So it is possible that Lil Baby could have had Offset running based on the people that he know and is very well connected to in the hood, girl. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, girl, let's go ahead and keep it going, because Nicki Minaj puts this up. She says, Lil Baby, she puts a laughing face, and she put a heart. Because y'all know, I believe Nicki Minaj and Offset could have fell out a while ago when they were doing that. Was it Motorsport? I think it was whatever song Cardi B and Nicki was featured on with the Migos or Offset and Quavo at the time. I think it could have been some type of falling out somewhere up in there around that time in some capacity, okay? So for her to tweet this whole Lil Baby thing, it's giving, yeah, girl, you was trying to hop into the conversation subliminally, okay? Then, this is when, YouTube ended up officially removing the age restriction on her video, and that's when she talked about the 24 hours or whatever, girl. Okay? So, yeah, there's that, but it is more. Let me see what else I got over here that I want to get into. So give me 1 second, girl. Let me see which one is this one. Okay. All right. So just to know, okay, those tweets that I showed you guys about Cardi saying you still ugly, by the way, and her also putting up something saying Lil Baby with a heart and stuff like that, her wanting to insert herself in the conversation because she knew what she was doing, girl, period. And then all of a sudden you trying to do this heavy promo because you see that Cardi's song with Glorilla is starting to rise. So you over here trying to get people to listen back again to Queen Mix. Go check out Queen Mix. Tell me what was your favorite track, your favorite verse, and all this extra stuff that she's over there doing. So I'm like, okay, girl, I see what you're doing, girl. We see you, Nicki, girl. I mean, do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But so when she did this, the neighborhood talk Kyle put on his page what Nicki was saying. Nicki did not like this when Kyle put up the two tweets like little baby heart or whatever like that, or you still ugly by the way, whatever. Nicki didn't like that. So Nicki came over there to his page to address some stuff, and she said, you turned a blind eye and deaf ear to people tweeting about me for months at a time when I was minding my business. Now you trying to involve me in some clown SHI? No, Nicki. You gonna have to sit down one. You gonna have to sit in that chair. You gonna have to sit in that chair on your own, Nick, because you did that, girl. You included yourself on some clown SHI. He was the one that just caught it and just decided to share it like any other blog is going to do, right? So then this is what Nicki says. She says, mad because you had to delete them fake stats you got paid to post. Whoa, she says, here you go trying to involve me in some clown SHI. Stop effing posting me. And you know what's so funny, Nicki? I think this is so funny to me. And I can't fault you for wanting to not be posted anymore, because Cardi B legit said the same thing to the Shade Room, and they had it out over there on Twitter going at it. And you know what was happening? The people was dragging Cardi for complaining all the time, and you need the blogs and whoop 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 and da 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 da. But here it is, you got Nicki Minaj saying the same thing. She already called all three of these bloggers out. So this is the thing. It's not that people don't like Nicki Minaj like y'all like to say. It's not that people don't like Nicki Minaj. They don't like how y'all don't see y'all don't like to see it logically. You know what I'm saying? It's like, basically, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Like, basically, that's what it is. It's cool when Nicki do it. It's a problem when Cardi or anybody else do it. It's a problem when Cardi or Megan do it. Megan also has called out the blogs for the things that they post about her. She actually made a post about this, or a few tweets about this earlier. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I'm able to probably pull those up for you guys, too. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Do I have Megan stuff? I do have Megan stuff over here, so I'll just send that over. And then we'll see if we can add that so that y'all could just see what Miss Megan had to say too, girl. Because Megan just called the people out about it. I think these are it here. Cool. Let me adjust some things here. And let y'all know what Miss Megan had to say, honey. All right. If I can even see what she had to say, okay? So Megan said, y'all say ignore, but let me start at the bottom. She says, I feel like a lot of these blogs don't post me until it's something they know majority of their audience can dogpile on me for associated with some kind of negative narrative, because why is the way I start my performance to body damn near every show news now? Why is it that when she start her stuff the same way, it's news all of a sudden? She says, I really don't care about being posted at all. But why is it that all of a sudden, out of the 1 million positive things I do, I have done it only seems, all of the positive things that I do or have done, it only seems like when something negative happens, that's news, ? Like positive Megan the Stallion content is there. LOL, why ignore it? ? Somebody else tells her carry on ignoring like you've been doing and telling, Belcalis, which is Cardi, to do the same. So then she says, y'all say ignore, but when you constantly see people coming for your character, it gets frustrating no matter who you are. Okay? So that's what's going on with Miss Megan, all right? Miss Megan is also tired of being posted by the blogs, all right? But then y'all would drag Megan, y'all would turn around and drag Cardi, and then here it is, Miss Nicki Minaj over here frustrated, but everybody else going up and giving Nicki support. Then drag them because they shouldn't be doing that, queen. Whoa, it's just interesting to see how things change, and y'all be thinking people don't like Nicki. It's not that people don't like her. We just be calling her out. The stuff that y'all don't call her out on, and y'all just be wanting people to just blindly go along and support. Like I did a whole video, the previous video that I did, and somebody got in the comments, and I can't even remember what the person said. They said something like, the video was really good, but I feel like it's a bit biased. Like, let's be honest, y'all act like y'all wasn't listening to Nicki's songs back when we was in school. I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, baby, I ain't say nothing about not listening to Nicki's songs. Like, what are you talking about? Girl, I still listen to her music to this day. What are you saying? I'm just not a barb. I'm just not going to be on some, yes, Nicki, yes, 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 at whatever. Oh my God, she poked him in the eye. Yes. Like, that's not me. That's not me. I'm not going to do that. So y'all can do that. You have a right to do whatever it is you want to do, but don't try and make me feel like I need to do a damn thing because I'm not going to do it. Okay. But let's go ahead and get into it. So again, Nicki says, here you go trying to involve me in some clown SHI. Stop effing posting me. Why you ain't post everything else I tweeted about YouTube, question mark. You really out here capping for people who got you fired. Whoa. She says, you was singing a different tune when I was letting you come to Queen Radio to boost your audience when you was being left for dead. Ooh, wow. Then she says, you like being called a black roach too, don't you? Ooh, so this right here is a direct at Miss Cardi, because I do believe, I don't know if Cardi called the girl a black roach, but there was definitely a time that Cardi referred to a woman as a roach, right? But what people don't tell you is that Cardi has had, before she was even famous, Cardi has videos of her going live on Instagram and everything where she has referred to herself as a roach. Okay, so I don't know why people, because I was like, okay, so maybe that's they slang, that's what they say, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't like when you call other folks BITs, right? But they refer to themselves as BITs and they close friends as BIT. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, y'all try to make that lady seem like you're bad, you shouldn't say that, and da-da-da-da. And here it is, to me, I feel like that's what Nicki is doing. Like, maybe he don't be calling that. Maybe they got an understanding or whatever the case is, girl. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, girl. She's just a little frustrated. However, Cardi B was frustrated at one time. But either way, honey, good luck. Okay, we're going to move on. Let me see what else we got over here that we can get into, because he actually ended up responding to Nicki. Okay, he definitely ended up responding to Nicki, and I definitely want to pull that up. Okay, so this is what he said, and I was just like, oh, wow, this is what we doing, girl. So he says, this has got to end. Now we show you the most love on our platform, day in and day out, for everybody. Let me tell you something. This man ain't lying. This man ain't lying. This man ain't lying. This man is not lying. They show Nicki so much love. They have praised this woman so much that it would truly make one feel like, dang, y'all so biased. Like, God, dog. Because they show her so much love. You know what I'm saying? But so I'm like, for her to try and feel like, oh, you want to post this negative? I'm like, girl, this boy has posted so much positive stuff about you that people have called him out in the comments for stuff. But he didn't care. He still would post it. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't always posting positive things about Cardi for real. Like, I mean, it's just what it is. You're just not going to get all, what you want all the time. And that thing also applies to Cardi too. Like everybody just not going to agree with you all the time or whatever. And it's not that he was disagreeing with her. He was just keeping it honest with the tweets. Like, Nicki, what you saying here? I mean, because you are trying to be a part of the conversation without being a part of the conversation, because that's her thing. Nicki enjoys subbing, and then she loves to play the game to sit back and watch and see her fans try and figure out who it is that she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all literally take that, and then you run, and then you dox, and then you do all of this other stuff, and you harass. You see what I'm saying? So that lady be aware of what it is that she be doing. But anyway, girl. So he says, this has got to end. Now we show you the most love on our platform, day in and out. All right, of everybody. And he is not lying, like I said, day in and day out of everybody. He says, I have a full team that works on this page. I can take the attacks, but this energy towards me is unwarranted. When I've shown you nothing but the utmost respect, I feel like Kyle is not lying. He's not. He says, even at my prior place of employment, to the point I had to ask permission to post you because I showed too much love. I helped you just how you helped me. No one is mad about taking an ad down that I told them was incorrect and I took down myself. I would more than willingly show you the receipts if you had asked. Whoa. Then he goes in the comments and says, my first and only time speaking on this publicly. I won't be covering this anymore. God bless. You all make everything personal to me. He says, you all make everything personal. To me, this is a business. And listen, sometimes it's just not going to be in your favor. It's just not. Even with Cardi B going back and forth with the shade room, I was kind of like, girl, it's a business at the end of the day, girl. I mean, when you in a line like that, people gonna talk, girl. They're gonna say whatever they're gonna say. Like, sometimes it definitely can get tough. I do believe that, especially as being a YouTuber, and they have a way massive following, than I do. And I mean, I'm super small. You know what I'm saying? I'm tiny in comparison to them. And sometimes this stuff can be overwhelming. So I can imagine how it could feel, you know what I'm saying, for them. But It is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, girl, let's go ahead and keep going because there is more. All right. Now, Kyle also came back. Even though he said that he wasn't going to talk about it anymore, he did. He came back and he had more to say. And actually, there were a series of screenshots that I'm actually not going to post up here. But basically, he was letting people know that this is like his marketing team. So he gets a lot of information about stuff that's going on. So he posted this and he said, as you will see, this is a full service marketing agency. We get content for literally everybody. The narrative that's being created, I hope you all have the clarity. Basically, they get stuff for everybody. Everybody. But, Kyle, you really didn't even have to drop any of these text messages to show us anything. You go above and beyond, in my opinion, of posting and showing love to Nicki Minaj. Like, I'm telling y'all, he really do. He really do. I don't know. But she definitely been on his head. He must have did something else, girl. That's what it's giving. Like, you must have did something else that got Nicki on your head. Because, baby. So, let me tell you what was else interesting, girl. Girl. Miss Cardi B. Actually, we gonna because see Nicki, not Cardi B, but Nicki ended up responding to Kyle, and that right there is what made it super messy. You know what I'm saying? But before we get to that, I want to show y'all what's also messy, and this right here is messy. It ain't messy, but it's like whoa. So Cardi B decided that she was gonna post this image with her ass out. I guess this was another message to wrap up the day after she got into it with Akbar, and I'm cackling. She says, "I fight for my BITs, and I'm fighting over DICK too." Whoa. Whoa. Now, I will say I want Offset to look a little bit more interested in the photo. Like, Offset, I want you to fix your grin just a little bit more in the photo, okay? Get that together because you seem like you didn't even feel like taking a photo and I don't really like it. You know what I'm saying? But she definitely was ass out, okay? Sun's out, buns out, and Cardi definitely had the buns out. Girl, I had to cover it up for the people. Now, if you want to see it, you can scoot over to the Cardi B page and check it out. But, girl, you will not be checking it out here, all right? So, there's that, girl. Y'all not finna get me, honey. Y'all not finna get me good. Okay. But anyway, let's get back to Kyle and Nicki because like I said, Nicki had to respond to him. Girl, she had to get in his and I was like, girl, she didn't get in the bed and all that. But anyway, so let's go ahead and see what Nicki had to say, baby, because when Kyle put that stuff up, Nicki came right on back, girl. She came right on back, girl. Let me see what Nicki said. Okay. So Nicki says, you helped me. Just how? I helped you. Imagine typing this. Imagine reading it back. Imagine posting it. Imagine being fired, then given a platform on Apple. She says their number one show that's still being imitated to this day with the global icon Tanya on several shows to shine your light. She says to create your own page and following since no one even knew what you looked like, sounded like, etc. She says imagine your blog page being deleted once you started doing good for yourself and the icon helping. And the icon helping to get it back for you. Imagine now capping for the people who got you fired to begin with. Dear Dud, whoa. She says anyone that's ever made the mistake of biting the hand that fed them, as it relates to me, lives to regret it. She says now from this day forth, you'll see that play out. It's one of the sure things in life. Blessings to all. Let me tell you something. If this indeed, I'm with Nicki on this right here, baby. Now I do feel like he heavily posted her. He has shown a lot of love. But if you did kind of like slight this lady as I'm reading this, like she went back. But see, nah, I can't say that. Like I feel her on everything that she's saying, right? And that was a read. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that tried to cross me, you know what I'm saying? And I think she says that in one of her songs, like she ain't got to fight that fight. You know what I'm saying? God gonna get y'all back for her. But like, what did he really do? That's why I feel like it's more than him reposting the two statements that she made over on Twitter. Because she also called him out, I believe, last week or the week before last. So I'm like, what is the deeper situation? Because she's on his ass. Do you hear me? On his ass. It has to be deeper than that. He must have did something else to slight her. You know what I'm saying? She said global icon Onika, Tanya, Mirage, honey, on several shows to shine your light, to create your own page and following since no one even knew what you looked like, sounded like, etc. Imagine your blog page being deleted once you started doing good for yourself and the icon helping to get it back for you. Imagine now capping for the people who got you fired to begin with. Now, who is he capping for? Not the shade room, because Kyle did used to work for the shade room, but whoa. Girl, this is messy. This is messy, messy. Girl, let me go ahead and get to the other part because Nicki got back in them comments and got on his baby. Baby, Miss Onika. Onika, good. Girl, you and Cardi have been cutting up. I wish I would cut up on a record together, but let's go ahead and get into it. Nikki says, "Dear all, let this be your sign today." Whoa. Stop helping people. They never appreciate it ever. The people you do the most for are the ones who secretly hate and envy you. Let me tell you, I'm sorry, y'all. Listen, I agree with that. I agree with that. You got to be mindful of who you out here helping, who you out here showing love to, because a lot of them people don't really be rocking with you like that. Does that necessarily fit this situation? I kind of don't think that it does, but you guys are welcome to defend that down in the comments, okay? But her statement, she ain't lying, okay? She says, save your money for your children only. She says, stop, I repeat, stop helping people, help children only. Those people you help today will only turn around tomorrow and say you never helped them. True. Minimize the help you gave them or gaslight and say, why are you bringing it up? Laugh my off. IDK, who needed to hear that? But stop helping people. Take it from me. Okay? So that's what Miss Onika Tanya Mirage had to say, baby. Girl. And what also ended up happening was that what's his name? The neighborhood talk ended up taking down those messages, because some people felt like, you shouldn't even have to post this or whatever like that, But he was like, I mean, I ain't mind posting. I ain't mind giving people the receipts. You know what I'm saying? They out here harassing me and saying what they gonna say. So I mean, I'm gonna show it all. If I'm gonna tell it, then I gotta tell it all. You feel what I'm saying, girl? But yeah, the girls have been fighting. For sure. All right. And the guys have stepped off of their chariot to throw tomatoes as well. It has been a mess out here in social media land, honey. But listen, that's really it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really got a whole lot. I definitely want to hear you all's thoughts and comments regarding all of this stuff that we talked about today, girl, because it's definitely a lot. Okay. Definitely a lot. But that's really all that I have. I want you guys to go ahead and hop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about everything. I'm Jamie. That's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie. That's me. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.